this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's now 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Vick flushed out right. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Going for it with Sanders. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Lewis. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. They'll throw. It'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Lewis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Lewis on the handoff. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Andrews finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Vic, touchdown. That's caught. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
This is Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On play action, Vick. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Vick now. Complete to Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Vick operating on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Balatl is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. picked off near the 44. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nope.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On third down, Vick.
That's caught by Rison.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's Vick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Again, it's Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route, is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. The left side completion to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Another run with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Vick to throw it. Just keeping the play alive. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Now Lewis here on first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and 5. Looking to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Vick's throw here into the hands of Jones.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Vick now from the 50. Flushed out right.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Vick readies to throw.
And this one too low.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, all season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A.J. McCarron, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Finds White. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Fighting through pressure. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds Gronk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.